The cat looked more like a shadow than a living animal. His body was skeletal, his fur thin and patchy from malnutrition. He struggled to lift himself off the ground, his legs trembling under his tiny frame. When people walked by, he stared at them with tired, pleading eyes, almost begging for someone to notice. That evening, a passerby finally did. One look at him was enough to know he couldn't survive much longer on his own. The rescuer couldn't turn away. Carefully, the weak cat was picked up and carried home. The moment food was brought out, the cat's instincts took over. Even before the package was opened, he was already trying to get closer. As soon as the bowl hit the floor, he devoured the food, eating as if he hadn't had a proper meal in weeks. Bite after bite, his stomach slowly filled. Watching him eat so desperately was heartbreaking, but also hopeful. At least now he had food and a chance. By the next day, there were small signs of improvement. He wasn't strong yet, but his eyes looked less empty. He was taken to the hospital for a full checkup. The vet explained that his anemia was severe and that he needed care, medicine, and proper food to recover. He was dewormed and given treatment for parasites before heading back to his new home. His rescuer wanted to make sure he felt welcome. Different flavored treats were bought to see what he liked best. At first, he was still nervous, not fully trusting his new surroundings. On the third day, he wouldn't even lie down flat to sleep. He curled tightly, ready to run if he had to. The vet later discovered ear mites, so medication was prescribed and applied carefully at home. Food quickly became his favorite part of the day. He especially loved canned meals, so one was opened for him daily. Slowly, he began to relax. By the fifth day, he no longer hid in corners. His posture was easier, his body less tense. On the sixth day, another challenge came up. The vet found he had severe stomatitis. To help with his health, it was time for a bath. Surprisingly, he behaved perfectly. He stayed calm through the wash, as if he knew it was helping him. Afterward, he was given a warm, nutritious meal. Full and clean, he hopped onto the windowsill and rested in the sun. Day by day, his progress became more obvious. By the 10th day, he started to show affection. He rubbed against legs, purred more often, and sought out gentle touches. By the 13th day, his weight had already increased. He was no longer skin and bones. By the 17th day, he was starting to look plump. He loved keeping his rescuer company while watching TV, curling up close by as if he had always belonged there. A few weeks later, on the 34th day, he was strong enough to be vaccinated. By the 41st day, his fur began to grow back, soft and smooth. Each new milestone brought joy. On the 55th day, he followed into the bathroom, making himself a little shadow. By the 67th day, he was fully at ease in the house. He roamed every room confidently, no longer the shy, broken cat he once was. Finally, on the 76th day, it was clear. He wasn't just surviving anymore. He was thriving. Every day was now filled with comfort, food, and affection. His once fragile body was now healthy. His once fearful eyes now glowed with trust. From a skeletal stray too weak to walk to a happy, plump family cat, his transformation was complete. He had found his place, and his suffering was behind him. If this story touched you, give it a like. Tell us your own rescue story in the comments. Even sharing this video helps more cats like him find the second chance they deserve.